This isn't some species that was obliterated by deforestation or the building of a dam.
Democrats
Had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction.
Let's name some extinct things in the world. Dinosaurs, the dodo bird. You got the gold standard, that's gone. Dr. Fauci's credibility, okay? And all evidence that COVID was made in a lab in Wuhan, China. The other extinct thing? The Democratic Party. Ladies and gentlemen, how bad is it for Democrats right now? Well, they don't want you to know it's that bad. They're trying to put on a brave face. Too bad the face often looks like this.
The Decepticon variant Hobo-19 is still killing fat people. Inflation is destroying our fart jars, and now that Ukraine is being sexually raped. That is why I've asked Congress to order a full-scale attack on Joe Rogan. Not Joe Rogan, the Russian guy. The guy with the shirt. Pootie Tang, man. He's a bad dude.
But it's really bad, and the people on the inside of the entire burning house, those people are saying, this ain't fine. The house is on fire, and we better get the hell out of here. Otherwise, we will be going extinct. That's right. That's what a Tennessee Democrat member of Congress named Jim Cooper said. Tennessee Democrat retiring. He was a representative from Nashville, served in federal office for quite a while. He's 67 years old, and he had been serving for 12 years in the 4th Congressional District. Jim Cooper is retiring, saying that there's no way that he could win this year. It's just too hard in the state of Tennessee for Democrats. They just don't have a chance. And he says that if Democrats don't wise up, then they're going to go extinct. Jim Cooper was speaking to a magazine in Nashville called the Nashville Scene. Never heard of it. For the past 4 years, you faced more pressure from the left in the Democrat Party. Now that the campaign aspect is behind you, how have you felt about that? Has it changed your thinking at all? This is essentially a question talking about the left fringe wing of the Democrat Party that runs everything, pressuring what you would call a blue dog, right? A classic old Democrat, a liberal, you might say. And Jim Cooper says, if Democrats keep going this way, well, we're going to face extinction. And all because we think we're better than people. We think we're people's bosses. Listen to this quote. I've been one of the luckiest people in Tennessee history to get elected to Congress repeatedly from 2 different congressional districts. One entirely rural, one mostly urban. Never had anyone come within 20 points of me. That's pretty rare. I don't know much about Jim Cooper, but it's pretty impressive to win in Nashville and then also to win in an urban district, to be a Democrat and to have the capacity to win in both of those places. Not many rural Democrats winning in America any longer. So Jim Cooper essentially saying here, hey, listen, man, I was able to appeal to both sides.
You got to get out and meet all the people and let them know who you are and see if they trust you more than the other candidate.
It's the old roll up your sleeves politics and do a little campaigning. Go meet your constituency and grip and grin, as they say.
My decision is 100% due to the legislature's gerrymandering.
What Tennessee Democrats need is a strategy to win. We're addicted to telling other people what to think. You can't really win many elections if you're that self-righteous. Whew! Jim Cooper in Cooperstown going into the Hall of Fame with that advice, calling his own party self-righteous and saying that they are sneering, privileged, progressive, white lecturers of the masses. All of them. Where they actually think that they're better than you. Jim Cooper goes on. It's important to communicate with your constituents and not be their boss. The modern-day Democratic Party is very bossy. Mandates, orders, instructions on how to live your life, how to parent your children, how to treat your employees. Jim Cooper says, no, you're their representative. We've got to get this formula right. The Democratic Party in Tennessee is basically facing extinction. Ghettoizing the Democratic Party is a very smart strategy. It makes so that they have to continue to bring their policies away from broad appeal, an Obama or Clinton style campaign with broad American appeal, and then narrow them down into strategies like giving people free crack pipes. You saw that from the administration this week. Those are not going to be strategies where most Americans agree. In fact, most Americans certainly didn't agree with Joe Biden's vaccine mandate or his stopping of landlords collecting rent. Yeah, the eviction moratorium that the CDC tried to pass. People don't like that stuff. It's too progressive. It's too left-wing. It's not liberal, not by definition. It's left-wing. It's extreme. And it's not just Jim Cooper. Here is a clip from CNN talking about how the vast majority of Americans don't think that Joe Biden and the Democratic Party have done a single damn thing for them. Watch.
Here, do you approve of President Biden's job performance? Well, look at how bad these numbers are for the president. Only 4 in 10 Americans, 41% at the moment, approve of his job performance. Nearly 6 in 10, 58% disapprove. That's a tough number early in a midterm election year for the president of the United States. Now, why is this happening? This is fascinating. We asked people, what has President Biden done for you that you approve of? 56% of Americans, nearly 6 in 10 Americans, that means a decent amount of Democrats said nothing. They disapprove of everything that has happened. Now, yes, the president would say, we passed the rescue plan. We passed the bipartisan infrastructure plan. It is not sinking in out in America. 56% of Americans say nothing. They disapprove of everything that has happened so far. 15% say the president has helped with the economy. 6% say the coronavirus. You see here personal traits, foreign policy, other issues. But that is a stunning number of the failure to communicate the legitimate successes of the Biden administration. And without a doubt, the COVID pandemic is dragging the president down. His standing on COVID is underwater. Why? Look at this. 75% of Americans say they are burned out. 60% say they are angry. 58% say they are worried. Half, 49%, say they're confused. 47% do say they're optimistic. So as the numbers come down, maybe the president can turn this dynamic. But right now, you just have a burned out, angry country. It's hard for the president to break through, even if things are getting better. And to the inflation and the economy, just look at the line here. The president's approval rating on the economy was 49% back in March. It is down 12 points to 37%. Disapproval on the economy, 44% in March, 62%. That is the toll of inflation right there. The unemployment rate is down. The president did create a record number of jobs. 62% of Americans disapprove of the president's handling of the economy because they are paying more at the grocery store and at the pump every day.
And if that didn't convince you enough, here is a clip of respondents. Suffolk University, left-wing university, USA Today, left-wing publication. They talked to 1,000 people, and they said, what should Joe Biden be doing in year 2 of his presidency? The number one answer, by 2 to 1. The number one answer, resign. Watch.
Kaylee, you brought up a great point that you saw coming out of these polls about the priority, about what should President Biden be doing in the next year.
Yeah, there were so many eye-opening components to this poll. 64% saying, don't run, Joe Biden. You had the 28% saying Kamala, that's her approval rating. But this one stood out to me. I was looking at the poll this morning. In your view, what is the single thing that would be most important for President Biden to do over the next year? Look at the top answer. 20% said resign or quit. Second answer, economy, jobs. Republicans win on that issue. Third answer was immigration. Republicans win on that issue. Look at the bottom there. And there was more than just these 5. But his infrastructure bill, 5% say that's the most important thing he could do. But yet that is what he's prioritized. When you have a quarter of the electorate nearly saying resign or quit is the best thing you could do for the country, what does that say about your presidency? And the infrastructure bill, while it is popular, people aren't prioritizing it as the top issue. So I don't think this is going to get Biden out of the very deep hole he has dug for himself.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Is the Democrat Party extinct? Members of their own party, longtime elected, federally elected representatives, Democrats, say they're going the way of the T-Rex.
Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.